dirty set. A dirty set on episode 11, Chopster's Hideaway. Welcome back. I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling so good. I don't know what it is. Maybe the sun is shining. I can't smell, but I feel like if I could, it would, you know? Something, you know, and we did it. We did it. We made it through the winter. Easter has come. He has risen. I could cry. Thinking about how it's about to get nice sometime soon. I prayed for days like these. I prayed for days like these where the sun would be shining. And where I could go outside and the air wouldn't hurt my skin or my body anymore. Praise Jesus. Where's my car? Oh, I parked at the driveway. Sorry, I thought someone stole my car. But you know what? Nothing's going to fuck up my good day I'm having right now. You know, maybe I'm having such a good day because Chopster's Hideaway is back. Welcome back, everybody. Chopster's Hideaway, episode 11. This episode I have no plans for. I think strictly just going to be riffing. Might be the worst thing ever, but you know what? I'm feeling good. Got a little message from my dad saying grabbing Chick-fil-A in Oklahoma City. I am home alone right now. I'm home alone right now because I just started in a new job and I couldn't go on spring break. But nothing's going to ruin... Oh, it's the Roomba. Sorry. Thought someone was here. Nothing's going to ruin my good attitude today. Let me grab my phone because you know what? Like I said, I just felt like coming on here today and just talking. Not really having a structure. So if that bothers you, click off. If that excites you, click on. Shit. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. However you unwind, now is the time. Let's get right into the episode. When I started this podcast, I wrote down like a bunch of things that I wanted to talk about on the podcast, things I wanted to bring up. Anytime I thought something was funny, I'd write it down like a little sentence. So today what I'm going to do is go through my notes app and read out loud some of the ideas I had. Some of them are actually pretty funny. And some of them I'm going to be able to elaborate on a little bit better. Some of them I just feel like I just need the space to get it out into the world now so I never have to talk about it again. That's just, life is so good. Life is so good right now, and you know, maybe it's because I'm coming off of one of the worst weeks I have ever had. Mentally, physically, just, you know, just a tough week. Maybe that's why God's sprinkling a little good in today, at least for me. So let's just dive right into the notes. Let me just start off reading the first thing that's in my notes. A little context to this. I was going to the bathroom as one does, and I was looking at the urinal cake in the bathroom thinking, you know, like, I was reading the brand on the side, like, okay, yeah, you know, a company makes these urinal cakes, and the company makes toilets, so that means somewhere out there, a company is having a meeting, maybe right now, talking about butt comfortability on a toilet seat, splashback on the piss whenever you pee into the urinal cake. Like, there is a company somewhere out there getting everybody together, all heads on deck, interns even, talking about, you know, well, no, when I sit on the toilet, I start slipping off. I need something to cut my buns just a little better than the last. Well, no, whenever I sit on a toilet, that seat's just too damn cold. Let's heat the thing. Let's get heated seat. But do they talk, or are they like, how does the HR department deal with a toilet brand. Because I'm sure everybody all day talking about ass and fat asses and poop and shit, and at some point, someone's going to say some words like, whoa, Carl. Can't be talking about it hangs so low it touches the water. Hey, what? Like. So I wrote, something big toilet, in parentheses, big piss, doesn't want you to know. Is that they funnel all your piss and poop? Yeah, maybe this should have stayed in the notes. Something big toilet doesn't want you to know is that they funnel all your piss and your poop into a database where they can track your every move. Yeah, unfortunately, I legitimately wrote that down thinking I was cooking with something. Chinese finger traps. Are there American finger traps? There's gotta be. I'm sure it's not as fun as the Chinese finger trap. Oh, God, this is so funny. This is so funny. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna blare through these for a little bit so I can just continue talking about stuff that actually matters. A lot of these are stories about me as a little kid that I would say were traumatizing. The first one was the time that I was talking to my camp counselor, and he was asking everybody, a little icebreaker at the beginning of camp. He was asking everybody what their favorite color was. And going around the circle, everyone's saying, the average blue, green, red, white, whatever. Okay, I'm going to tell them my real favorite color. So, picks on me. I tell him orange, out loud. Orange? He immediately goes, ew, orange? Ew, orange? Everybody starts giggling. Yeah, orange is my favorite color. Do you know how embarrassing that is? To be open and to be vulnerable. Say my favorite color is orange. And have a camp counselor, the person who is supposed to be a leader, the person who is supposed to guide me through times of rough, look at me and go, ew! To orange being my favorite color. He goes, like University of Texas orange? Ew. No, that's a good orange, though. I was more talking neon. Wait till he hears that my favorite color was neon orange. It was my favorite color. I loved the color neon orange so much, I painted my room neon orange. Here's a picture. I don't know what I'm wearing in that, but in front of everybody. And I lost all my respect for adults in that moment. I remember thinking to myself, not only am I never going to give this man the time of day again, I'm actually not even going to pay attention when he's talking to me, and I'm not going to give a fuck. So yeah, try that one on for size. Yeah, and you know what too? Like, I'm a child. I was maybe, sorry, my laptop turned off. I was maybe pushing 10. Okay, maybe that's like a little old, but who the hell are you to say ew to my favorite color, bro? What? No, that's insane. Another wildly, guys, sit down, please, sit down. A wildly traumatic incident from when I was a kid, okay? When I was a kid, my mom would go to the gym, trying to stay active as a mom. That was awesome. She would take us, fucking killer. So she'd leave us in the daycare all time. They had the best toys. They had the coolest shit I've ever seen, right? I was maybe two, three, somewhere around that era. Somewhere around that age, right? Walking around, kind of having a good time, open up the door to that little playhouse, coming inside, like just, I was like 2 years old, opening up the door to the playhouse, like looking inside, looking at all the plastic, having a good time, maybe playing with some toys. And the lady who was running the daycare, she starts sniffing. She starts sniffing. I'm like, okay. At this point, I didn't know I didn't have a sense of smell, but I was like, oh, I'm sure some stinks in here. She's like, I think someone pooped. And she's looking at the other lady, and she's like, do you smell? I think someone pooped. And they were like, yeah, somebody definitely pooped. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, somebody pooped. No, because somebody pooped in here. And you know what? We have to find them. So they're going around asking everybody, hey, did you poop? Hey, did you poop your pants? Hey, just want to ask you a quick question. Did you poop your pants? And they come to me, and she was like, hey, I just want to ask you a quick question. Did you poop your pants? No. I didn't poop my pants. I feel like I would know if I pooped my pants. Like, I'm like 2. I'm sure a slip up happens, but I'd feel a slip up. I'm actually not even wearing diapers. Well, no, did you poop your pants? I think he pooped it. So I think he pooped his pants. So they start chasing me around the damn daycare. And I'm like, my older sister's in there with me too. She's probably, if I was 2, she's got to be like 5. She's got to be like 5, 6, somewhere around there. So I don't know who these women are. Now they're convinced that I'm the one that shit my pants. I didn't. So I'm like kind of holding on to my sister, and they're like trying to be like, did you poop your pants? I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, get away from me. Stop touching me. Get. Next thing you know, I'm like looking at my sister like, help me. I didn't poop my pants. And they're like, I think you pooped your pants. Picked me up, pulled me to the side, spun me around like a top, grabbed my waist, pulled my pants, and looked at my butt. Now, everybody is looking at me in this damn daycare. Because everybody just saw them spin me around, pull my butt out. Dude, my 2-year-old ass is just out and about for everyone in the daycare to see. Now they're checking for poop. Disrespectful. But you gotta believe me, I didn't poop my pants. Second of all, you could have done this in private. Third of all, I'm telling you no. My whole life up to this moment at 2 years old, I've heard no means no. Now I'm looking at an adult in the face saying no. She doesn't believe me. No means no, not to her. She's checking my butt for poop. I didn't poop. You know what she found? Nothing. You know what she found in my pants? Not poop. I didn't poop. So you know what she did? I remember this vividly because this is the moment I was like, bitch. Okay, let me paint the picture. This is me right here where the microphone is, okay? Pulled my underwear, looked in for poop, didn't see it because I didn't poop, snaps the underwear back, on my back. The sting. I can't get the sting out of my head. The sting of that waistband on my Lightning McQueen underwear slapping my back at Mach speed. And to make it worse, I was wearing those little kid jeans where instead of the belt, they had like the pole extenders on the side with the buttons so you could like shrink wrap the pants onto my little waist, you know? You know when they got a little too tight and you got the little red ring and it was itchy all the time? Like, it was just circulation got cut off to my legs and it was itchy. I had that too. So she, not only was she fighting fire with fire, but she was slapping right onto already aggravated little kid waist. Itchy and shit. I remember sitting there like, I was 2 years old. I remember I was like, this is one of the worst moments of my entire life. I'm going to remember this moment till I die. And I remember my mom came to pick me up shortly after, and I was like, they thought I pooped my pants, and I didn't poop my pants. They didn't believe me, and they pulled my pants down and showed my butt to everybody. And you know what fucking sucks too? The kid that shit himself right next to me the whole time. Get this, wearing a diaper. No shirt, diapered, boss baby that motherfucker. If you saw a kid stunting on them hoes, wearing Gap in jeans, in pull-up, not even pull-ups, I was wearing undies. Or a little baby, no shirt, in a diaper, which one shit their pants, ma'am? Not me. Not me. I can't soil my Gap or my Crocs. It's him. I was on trial. I was defending myself in front of the masses. All those babies looked at me like, I believe him. I don't think he's his pants. I don't know. Order in the court. Pull his pants down. Silence. OJ with the glove. Chopster with his underwear. Except the fact I didn't do it. And I will not do it. And I will not come out with a book saying if I did it. Because there is no if. I didn't poo my pants. Bitch. Traumatizing, dude. Traumatizing. If I was given a time machine and they said you can go back to one moment, I want to go back to that moment and I want to watch it from my 23-year-old mind, watching my 2-year-old self come alive in that moment. And I just want to sit there and be like, wow, that's the moment that I realized the world hurts and the world will betray you. And no matter what you do is not good enough. And you will always be ripped down by other people's shit. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. And I wish I could go back and hug that little boy and say, it's okay, I know you didn't poop. Hey, it's okay, come here, I know you didn't poop. Between you and me, I know you didn't poop. Well, now everybody knows you didn't poop, but like, look at me. I never doubted you for a moment. I knew. Sorry. It's Diet Coke. I knew you didn't poop. And little me would be like, thank you. Thank you. When the lights would turn off in middle school and everybody would scream, just loud as hell. What the hell was that about? Why did we do that? The chokehold that voice impression people had on me when I was younger, singing the songs of different characters and shit. Oh my god, who is this one guy? There's this one guy on YouTube. The problem is I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Voice. Well, hold on. Should I use my No, I don't. No, is it like Connor? Voice impressions. Here it is. Yes, dude. Like this dude, Blake Griffin. Roomy official Brian Hole. Oh, Brian Hole's still doing that shit. Like, when they would all get to... Not all, bro, because it was just him. He would, like, sit there and sing a Justin Bieber song as, like, Goofy or SpongeBob, and I was sitting there like, this cooks! But, like, some of the characters were like, this is shit. That's what I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking about how, like, old YouTube used to be and how funny some of those videos were and how that moment when that band played on one guitar, there was like 6 people, one guitar, I genuinely thought, I was like, this is going to change the future. This is going to change the future so drastically that I think we should probably take this video down. I was like, I don't think the world's ready to see this amount of collaboration on one guitar. Imagine what they could do with two. Oh my God. And, you know, Walk Off the Earth, I think their name was. No, because I used to love them so much. Me and my older sister used to, like, watch all their videos of them, like, one guitar. Dude, I used to watch that all day long. 6 people, one guitar, just going like, bring, ding, bring, bing, bring, ding. So good. So good. And then they, I don't know if you remember, there was that one dude with the beanie and the beard that just wouldn't talk, and they sold plushies of him. Like that old OG YouTube, Tobuscus. Damn, bro. I guess I'm just kind of realizing that, like, maybe it is better that I have, like, a script for these types of videos, dude, because I'm just all over the place. I'm just all over the place. You know what? Let's read through the notes one more time. Oh yeah, I wrote down, you know when you're on a new website and there's all those cookies, would you like to accept cookies? Surely, somewhere out there's a button where you can accept every damn cookie that is... Sorry, dude, that Diet Coke coming back up. Surely there is a button somewhere you can click that just accepts every damn cookie every time. Every time I'm hitting a new website. Would you like cookies? Yes, I don't care. Yes, it's always like an ad pop. Cookies. Do you need cookies? Surely there's one button I can just accept every cookie. It pisses me off. I still gotta hit accept cookies. Not to go back into the mall world, but what's going on with the mall? All right, what's going on with the mall? Every single mall I feel like I go into nowadays, always the goofiest stores. No, I don't need a crystal store. Not only that, like, our mall has a whole entire store dedicated to windows. And I'm not talking the computer shit. I'm talking windows. House windows. Car windows. Whole store dedicated to windows. Never once was I like, I need a window so bad I'm going to go to the mall and buy one? Is that like how people did it back then? Just like, let me go to the mall and buy... No. Then there's all these like secondhand Temu stores selling like those yapping dogs with like yep. What is going on, dude? No, I don't need 7,000 Labubus. Or that Polly, like, I don't know what... The kiosks selling the gibbets that are like literal paper. Y'all, and then it's like, the one time you want to go into a good store like Abercrombie and Fitch, like, it's freezing cold. What the fuck's so cold for it? But then I noticed the other day, like, around me too, there's a whole bunch of, not malls, but like those outdoor shopping centers just being built up. Like, in theory, it's a mall, but it's just spread out across a parking lot. So now if I want to go to this store, I got to get in my car and fight traffic and repark at a different place just to go to a different... Dude, that's what was so beautiful about the mall, is they had them all. Vsauce music plays. Ring. The best part about the mall is that they had them all. Ring. Vsauce. No, it's like, I think we're moving too quick from the malls. Like, I understand there's dying malls. Do you know what would fix a dying mall? Like, probably a couple of good stores. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't always want to buy my clothes from JCPenney all the time. Maybe put in like that's what was so good about Abercrombie and Fitch. Like, put that in there. You know, I buy stuff from H&M sometimes, but I heard one time that H&M makes clothes for aliens who are trying to be humans, and I kind of see it now. I don't want to buy clothes from there because, like, I also don't need a shirt that, like, looks cool but just says, like, the stupidest shit I've ever seen. It'll be like a regular sweatshirt or like a crew neck like this. awesome, look cool. You flip it around to the front and it will say, banana eater. What? You just ruined your shit. You just ruined your shit. And I'm like looking around like, okay, I need some pants. And I look, and what are we wearing, Utah? What are we wearing, Utah? Because... And then, you see a shirt from across the way. You're like, I like that. I think I'm going to get that. So you walk up to it. Looks good. You try it on. All of a sudden, it's see-through and everyone's staring at my nipples. What the... That's why nobody goes to the mall no more, bro. Like, but not only that, but like, let's all come together and say, no, we want the mall to be them all inside. But we need better stores because I don't want to keep driving across parking lot to go to store to store to store to store. And it's always the same 6 stores. TJ Maxx, Ross, Michaels, Five Below, Ulta, Old Navy. If we just pick those up, put them in the mall, we wouldn't have to drive across town every time we wanted to go to Old Navy. And I love Old Navy. I'm an Old Navy connoisseur. It just upsets me. And then don't even get me started on the food court. And I know that there's people out there, I'm not making fun of you. I've never once been in the mall food court, saw the sushi place, and thought, yep, you know what would make my shopping experience at Dillard's even better? If I had a roll of tuna. If I had an endless amount buffet of seafood. Nah, dude, no. Yeah, you know what would make this mall trip better? If I had those little balls just frozen in liquid nitrogen so I could just freeze my tongue up. Y'all, be serious. And why am I still seeing Dubai chocolate places? It was like a thing for like 2 weeks. Brother, they just built a Dubai chocolate experience in our mall, I bet. Like, screw Glow Golf. Come hang out with us and do Dubai chocolate, the experience. What? And while you're there, you get 3 off-brand Labubus and slippers that look like Air Jordans. And on your way out of the mall, somebody's going to harass you saying your shoes look stinky as hell and they look dirty and I can clean them for you. And you're going to be too scared to say, okay, yeah, you know what? Maybe I understand why the mall's closing and people would rather drive across the parking lot. There was one time I was walking through the mall and some dude was like, hey man, let me talk to you. Your shoes look dirty. I'm like, yeah, dude, these are my like dirty shoes. Like I always got to have a pair of dirty shoes. He's like, let me clean one for you though, bro. I'm like, no. And like he ended up cleaning one of my shoes. And I like went to go put the other one on there. He goes, oh no, man. And you got to buy I only clean one shoe. Show you what it could do. You got to buy the kit. And I'm sitting there, one clean shoe. I got to buy the kit? How much is the kit? $60 to clean my shoes. Yeah, well, he already cleaned one. Now I look like a freak. I'm like low-key tearing up. I'll think about it. Went home and just threw my shoes in the washer and washed them, hoping that the other one would clean off. It actually did, but yeah, I guess I kind of understand a little bit. The mall's closing. Malls are closing, y'all. Where are we going to have our dreams now? God. Sorry, let me get comfy real quick. If we're talking about notes, for a little bit I was writing down things that I thought were funny for stand-up comedy. Not really stand-up, just things I thought, it's take your dogs out on no leash day. Okay. Pisses me off. Um, so I'm gonna read to you guys some things that I wrote down about for a potential open mic set, and I want you guys in the comments to tell me if it's good. I know that if me and my friends went to high school with Alvin and the Chipmunks, we would have squashed him like a bug. Is that funny? White girls love posing for pictures with their grandmas, knowing damn well it's going to be posted when she died, saying something like "Heaven gained another angel." Is that funny? Is that good? Another joke I said is, fellas, is your girlfriend too hot to fart around? I'm scared to fart around my girlfriend because she's so hot. Can't have her thinking I do shit like that. All right. What's the point of grocery shopping and then leaving your cart in the middle of the aisle while you go grab like another thing down the aisle? Like, bitch, you're only making this harder on everybody else. Okay. That one was obviously an attack that I was feeling that day. One of the lines I wrote down was just "fuck the fushigi ball." I think I was also just feeling very betrayed that day by what was the thought of fushigi and how it was this magical ball, but then I actually bought it and it turned out it was just a ball and the magic actually came from me having to practice. And that pissed me off, so I think I just remembered that and wrote down "fuck fushigi ball." This joke is so funny in my opinion. Okay, this is genuinely probably like one of the funniest things I think I've came up with on the fly. We were at church for Christmas, and you know whenever they do all the candles where they're like light your neighbor's candle, so now you're like turning around and lighting the camera, you're being like, "Peace be with you," or whatever you're saying that stuff. You know, you sing your songs, you have the candle. I was thinking like, at the end, they all go like, "Okay, and you put your hand in front of your candle and blow out the flame because you don't want to blow any wax on the person's hair behind you," you know, and that's where everyone goes, "Bah, ha, 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 ha," and the crowd giggles. And I was thinking like, what if instead of blowing the flame out of my candle, I just David Blaine water spout trick the flame out, and it just like, you know, just. And everybody just looks at me like an absolute freak. I thought that was so funny. Imagine you're logging into Santa Tracker with the kitties nestled around you late at night on Christmas Eve, and it said that Santa had already been to your house. And you just don't know what to do. Is that funny? Is that so? These are obviously Christmas themed. Steal my gift, I'm saying at the crowd of people at the White Elephant party as I'm holding a box full of literal shit. Fuck, spilling the SpaghettiOs all over my brother's casket. Shit, smearing it. Oh my god. Fuck, spilling the SpaghettiOs all over my brother's casket. Shit, smearing the stain onto his white shit. Oh fuck, busted the seam of his shirt open in his chest cavity, revealing the bag of organs near his sternum. Oh shit, turning around, realizing I'm at the wrong funeral. Ooh, that's so funny. Employers, tell me a little bit about yourself. Yeah, well, I recently sneezes a booger onto my upper lip and licks it up. I'm gonna start licking my lips till they're red again. Just like them little kids, bro. That should be, funny story about this one. I was hanging out with my neighbors when I was a little kid, and it was summertime, and we were just having a blast. This little kid knocks on the door. We've never seen him before. So we open up the door, and the first thing I see is his big old red ring around his lips, dude. And we're like, did you drink Kool-Aid? He's like, no, I just have a licking problem. I don't even want to do it. Continues to lick the skin off of his lips. And he was like, I'm here for the summer to live with my grandma. Can I play with you guys? I saw you jumping on the trampoline. And we were like, bro, you can play if you put some antibiotics on the lips, dude. Or just do yourself a favor and stop licking it. Because right now, I can see your teeth. When you close your mouth, I can see your teeth because you licked your lips so raw, it's now translucent. But the funny part of this story is, I remember we were like, hell yeah, come on, hang out. We love friends. So we brought this kid inside, and their mom was like, verbally goes, oh, whoa, do you like to lick your lips? He goes, yeah, mom says I have a problem. Oh, whoa, you like to lick your lips. Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. Let's get back into the comedy I wrote. Someone needs to put lotion on the mini carrots. Ain't no way you should be that white and ashy as fuck. Wherever the Rhea came from in pizzeria, I don't want to know. If I were on the Traitors, I'd be talking shit about someone while they're sitting in the backseat of the car and then not realizing it and being like, oh, yeah, guys, I think Blake's a traitor. Blake's in my car. I'm like, oh! Put me on Traitors. Actually, I just think I'm going to sign up. I think I'm going to sign up right now. I think I would bring something that Rob Roush didn't, and that's a good game. I'm just kidding, dude. That was the best season I've ever seen. If I'm on Traitors, the only thing that I'd be so embarrassed of is my height. I'd be running around at like whopping like 5'8" on a good day, and everybody be like 6 foot tall, and I know everyone would call me the wee little traitor, and I'd get made fun of. Everybody at the round table would be like, "Get this guy out of here!" Okay, John Mulaney, like, I would do the same thing Donna Kelsey did, bro. I'd just be so fucking scared. And then if I was the traitor too, I'd just be like getting anybody out, bro. I would be no better than any of the other ones. Like, somebody put dirt on my name, I'm throwing them out. And everyone's like, Chopster, somebody said your name last night and they're not here. And I'd be like, yeah, because I fucking got rid of them. At the round table, everyone's like, you what? I'd start sweating. The Traitors got rid of them, and I profusely vomit all over the Traitors table, and everybody's just like looking at me all weird and gross. And if I was the Traitors on Traitors, I'd be sitting there like shivering and shaking and freaking out. And they're like, "Do you want to explain yourself?" I'm like, "Nope." And they're like, "Well, I feel like you're a traitor because really, I don't think I'm a traitor. I'm not a traitor, I promise." And just spew all over the traitor table. Now, for some reason, all the SpaghettiOs I ate that morning just spells out "I'm a traitor" all over the table, and everybody's like, "What? Are you a traitor?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not a traitor, guys. I'm not a traitor." I pass out. I pass out of the sheer just like panic of being a traitor. Next thing you know, dude, like, everybody, I would start bawling my eyes out the second everybody was like voting me out. I think it's you. Put it with like the fucking, okay. I think it's you. Oh yeah. And like me be like, I think it's Chelsea. Like, and I'd be standing in front of everybody like this. I'd be standing in front of everybody on Traitors when I'm a traitor like this. And you guys just voted out a traitor. Bro. I'd be in front of everybody on Traitors getting voted out like this. And I had such a fun time, and everybody in this room is so nice to me, and you just voted out a traitor. Dude. Get me on that show. 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 Chopster's Hideaway. Get me on Traitors. I need to be on Traitors. I'd be sitting there all like on my episode 2. I'd be sitting there going, I think there's 3 traitors, and they'd be like, you have to stop. You like it's getting old. That was last season. You have to stop doing that. You know. That being said, I'm going to go sign up for the next season of Traitors. And if I don't make that, I'm going to do Naked and Afraid. I just want to get on something, get my name out there. Why am I actually going to throw up? Let's just get it going. Let's just get the ball rolling. With that being said, y'all, thank you. If you made it this far, I applaud you. This was obviously the most chaotic, but I just felt like recording something, and I didn't really want structure, and I think structure is probably best. So if you guys like if you guys like the no structure, just let me know. If you guys want more structure, you're like, dude, what the fuck was this? I'll give you some more, okay? Until then, the Amazon guy is coming up to my house. I gotta go get a package, everybody. You guys have a great week. Have so much fun. Hey, man. Life's what you make it. Just go make it good. I'll see you guys next week. Something big might be coming to Chopster's Hideaway. Okay, I'm just saying. Everybody, I had a blast. Thank you for listening to me rant. Go have a good day. Ciao.